Hello and welcome to our Heritage special live show. This is the first time ever we're going to present you a brand new show live in the studio. I have fantastic guests. Just to remind you that our Heritage, a flagship program of Ummah Channel, what we try to do is talk to people who came to UK in early 50s and 60s, and we are talking to them about their journey to UK, their childhood. We have done about 8 recordings so far, and every Saturday evening you watch one series of the program. We interviewed so many people from different background, different stories to tell, and it's all about their struggle, their journey, their success. And I'm really pleased that we invited 4 people who were part of our heritage. They have done their individual story, which has been shown on Ummah Channel. And today we have invited them live in the studio, and they are going to be with us. We're going to talk to them about a bit about their journey. At the same time, it'll be an opportunity for you to listen to and also ask questions. If you would like to be part of our heritage, if you know a family member or friend who would like to be part of this program, please do let us know. Call us during the program. Let me introduce the panel. I'm very pleased that we have our first panelist who came to England in 1956. He's one of the first person we discovered so far. But if you came earlier than that, you can let us know. Can I welcome Mr. Mazhar Hussain? Assalamu alaikum ji.
Assalamu alaikum.
How are you ji?
I'm fine.
And thank you very much for coming along.
It's my pleasure.
Okay. With Mr. Mazhar Hussain, we have another person live in Rosendale, and he came in 1962.
March 62.
March 62, and that's Huda Yar Khan. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam.
How are you ji?
I'm all right. Thank you.
And thank you very much for coming. With that, we have 2 more people. We have somebody who came in 1960s, came to Lancashire and Manchester, and we have actually done all the stories about all the 3 people 2 people you met so far. The third person is Janab Muhammad Sadiq Chowdhury. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam.
How are you ji?
Alhamdulillah.
And with Mr. Chowdhury, we have somebody you probably just heard the story on our Ummah Channel. We just listened to your background story, and that's Tariq Mahmood. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam.
How are you, Tariq?
Alhamdulillah, fine.
Tariq, if we start from you, you just been on Ummah Channel, and we just listened to your story. So how did you feel talking about your story and your dad's story, most importantly?
Yeah, I think I'm very proud to be able to do this show, and I take this opportunity to thank Ummah Channel to give us the opportunity to give us this platform. I felt very proud that I was able to portray my dad's journey from Pakistan to the UK, and then from UK, the life here, and then later on when we came to the UK as well. So it was a privilege to do the program, and I'm glad I did it.
And we're really pleased that you're here today with us, and we're going to carry on talking about it and probably learn more about you, your dad, and journey of a lot of other people. Mazhar Hussain, you were the first arrival. So far, we haven't discovered anybody else who came in 1956. So you, and also we have privilege that you were the first person who we recorded for our heritage. How was the feeling about being on the first one on Ummah Channel?
Yes, it was strange for me really when I was approached to tell my story from childhood. It's a long story. I'm 84-year-old now, and I have plenty to tell if anybody is prepared to listen to me.
Okay.
There have been some, my family members, of course, they probably heard me so many times, but others, I don't know whether they had any interest listening to other people. It's not in our culture, I find they don't talk about their life. Everybody had a good time and bad time in life.
Mhm.
And I like to hear people's past.
And
present.
absolutely, we love to hear, and this is one of the reasons why we have this fantastic program on Ummah channel. So we're moving on to Khuda Yar Khan Sahab. You were one of the first arrival, and Rosendale was your home. We were really privileged to interview you, but when you came, you actually wasn't on your own. You came with Chaudhry Sahab. So you both did the program together. How was the feeling coming on? Because it's not easy, is it, coming on TV and talking about your story?
Yeah, it is. First thing, I'm very glad to be here. It is very difficult. I'm a very shy person, and I was hesitant to join your team. But
I can't believe that you're a shy person. I mean, I met you
But
prior to the interview, and you're one of the jolliest person. You tell a lot of jokes. You entertain everybody. I can't believe that you're sort of person, very private person.
I'm very pleased to see this program, and a very positive start really you have. And a lot of people try to not to tell the children their own background and talk the very false way and pretend that they were rich and they were educated, this and that. And I believe we should tell the truth that our new generation, they know the reality of it, and they know what difficulty we had. And it's a good program. I hope people will learn a lot from this.
Okay, absolutely. And Chaudhry Sahab, Sadiq Chaudhry, mashallah, you were part of our program, and you're a very close friend of Khan Sahab. And you got a fantastic story to tell. How was the feeling, when you first came to talk to us about your journey? And you've gone through a lot of hardship, a lot of success as well. And how was the feeling?
Thank you very much for giving us this opportunity to talk. It's very nice to talk on the Ummah, and then the people know what we were, what our background was, and how we came in this country, and what we've done for ourselves and for our families.
Mm-hmm.
And thank you very much for that.
Okay.
And it was lovely to be in here. And we have a lot of hard work now than the children have now, our children.
Mm-hmm.
They got privilege that we work hard, and they are on that benefit. They are enjoying that benefit of our hard work now.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Just to remind everybody that this is first ever live Our Heritage special program. Our Heritage is a program which look at the story and history of our community, the people who came in early 50s and 60s to UK or Europe. And we are looking at their journey, their childhood, their journey, first thinking about coming to England and the whole process before they came to England, and then looking at the life in UK, the first step, looking at the snow, the weather, the housing, the work, the entertainment, food, all aspects of it. And this is one of the successful program on Ummah channel where people are relating their story, telling their stories. It's a history, and this is fantastic story to tell. If you're interested to be part of our heritage, please do call us. At the same time, we love to hear from community and also people who know these four individuals. If you want to be coming on the program and talk to us, how do you feel and how important it is for us, for our new generation, to understand how our community live and work. Okay, so the number is 01254 277 300. Number one again, 01254 277 370. This is the number you can call us. We'd love to hear from you. Tariq, you just been telling your story from 7 till 8.
Mhm.
How was the feeling, coming on and talking about your dad, and how important it is for our new generation to understand, people who are born and brought up in UK, how important it is for them to learn what our parents and grandparents gone through.
Before I come to that question, these three gentlemen, they're not my friends.
Are they not?
No, they're my father's friends.
Okay.
I've known them for a long time. I respect them a lot.
Thank you.
They're like a father figure to me, a guiding hand. And so I am so proud that they're not my friends, they're my father's friends.
Mm-hmm.
And that's important to me.
Yeah.
And Mr. Khan was earlier on. I've known Mr. Khan for a long, long time, since the early 70s, and I've never seen him as nervous as he was when the program was being recorded for their show. For somebody who's always jolly and very confident, he was stressed out, so it was nice for him to complete that program. Coming to your question, I think it is absolutely vital that we as a community portray our forefathers who strived to make our life better for us at a later date. And the hardship that they, and these, like my father, these gentlemen as well, the hardship that they had in the 60s, or 50s, 60s and 70s is nothing what we got, we got an easy life now. So it is important for us as a community to get that experience, get their, how they came to this country, what they did out in the open, before we lose our heritage, because people are getting older and we're losing a lot of members of the community. So it is important that we, as a community, come in and express our views.
Have it recorded.
Have the things recorded. It is for our children, grandchildren and great-grandchildren, hopefully, because sadly we are losing a lot of information that these gentlemen have in their heads.
And that's very true. Mazusa, you were the first arrival. Well, so far, we can probably find somebody else. But at the moment, you're the first arrival, and your journey was very remarkable journey. And what Tariq said is really important, isn't it?
It is.
For our children and grandchildren to understand. How did you feel when you were telling your story? Did you realize that it's going to be on Ummah channel and everybody's going to watch, and the feedback you're going to get, and what impact it's going to have?
Well, one thing, I wasn't the first one in Britain.
No.
There are people before me.
For us, for Ummah channel,
From our
you were
own
the first one.
community,
Yeah.
yes. I came in 56 as a student. I don't know how to say this, that I was privileged life in my childhood. We lived in East Punjab, which is part of India now, a princely state, Kapurthala. My father had a very important position in that state. While we were pretty well off, but somehow my nature was to look at the community as a whole in those days in my childhood. We talk about now Pakistan poverty, majority of people live in sheer poverty, and it's nothing new, it's been always like that. And I chose to be with the poor children, play with them, spend time with them. And this was one side, and the other side is funny to say that I have played with the Prince of Kapurthala, which was of my age, played football with him. So I had a contrast life, happy life, and this is what I'm today. Throughout my life, I always looked at people who are underprivileged.
Okay, we will carry on. Just to remind people, this is the first our live Our Heritage show. Our Heritage show is looking at the life and journey of people who first arrived to UK, and we have privilege to have 4 people in our studio today. We're going to have a short break, and inshallah after the break we'll talk to people. If you would like to pose any question to our panelists, you would like to know more about their journey, please do call us. Let's have a break. See you after the break. Thank you.